thing, and I wanted to set it up by talking about the college protests and everything. Have y'all watched the protests on TV? Watch them get violent?
Yeah, I've
watch
watched some
umbrella,
of it,
They throwing umbrella, they throwing stuff at the police and everything.
Right.
And the police backing up. Okay. Over 1,200 arrests so far at the various colleges. Nobody's been shot. Now, all of those mass protests that have turned violent and they throwing shit at the police, I've seen them. I'm talking about, this ain't no one incident. I've seen them swinging on the police
Exactly.
with sticks, with poles, and nobody got shot. But Dexter Reed in Chicago a week before last pulled over supposedly for a seatbelt violation. And they shot at the niggas 96 times.
Well, we all
Now, what's
know.
wrong with this picture?
We
That's my
already know.
first point. Then my second point. Then you come on. You can say what you want. This shit here was inspired by the insurrection. Because now they realize if you got enough people out there, the police ain't gonna do shit. Now, what you got there?
They're not going to do nothing to who?
To a certain group of people.
Oh, okay. Because if it was us, we'd be done. We'd be
Done.
annihilated.
Lights out.
Exactly.
Right. Well, I was just gonna go ahead and agree with you on the fact there's definitely, when it comes to a certain group
Don't
of
just
people.
go ahead and agree with me. Agree with me if you agree. Don't just go ahead like you're doing me a favor.
No. Well, I'll say this. When you see things, especially when you're talking about our law enforcement, there's got to be some code that we really don't know about, nor understand, because it's too coincidental that somebody like us to get pulled over and get shot, and then when a certain group is marching, it's not so it's not so much as a hiccup. Maybe they'll tase and maybe they'll pepper them, but you don't see any type of like violence or retaliation coming from the police. Even go further, you won't have anybody like the young man that drove down to the riots and just randomly shoot. It's kind of like there's this kind of unknown thing. Like, look, amongst them, and I know what Weightball is saying. Like, we can't tell a Jew from a Palestinian because they do look white. But it's like an unknown thing. Like, hey, understanding that we don't know about. That hey, you better not do anything to this group because the penalties will be harsher. You come down and shoot somebody that's Jewish, or you show any type of violence that's Jewish. It's just like a code. Like, I'll even go as far as say, even here in America, when you're going on a trip to a PWI college football game, it's like the state troopers are not out. Like it's like they don't know who they're gonna pull over. I'm sure people are driving and drinking, going to those games like it's no tomorrow. But they just like it's understood. Like, don't pull nobody over now, because you never know who you're gonna pull. It's like they're protected for some reason.
They are protected. Like last Cinco de Mayo, I was going from one of my farms to the other. You should have seen the Mexicans they had pulled up on the side of the road.
Just for Cinco de Mayo?
Yeah,
And you could tell they was Mexicans. So you can tell a Mexican, but you can't tell a Jew.
What?
Duh.
Yeah,
I mean,
you can tell the
you don't know they
difference.
Mexican. They Hispanic. You don't know they
Well,
Mexican.
Hispanic.
They could be
Hispanic.
Salvadorian, Honduran.
They're Catholic.
I know Mexican when I
They're
see a
Catholic.
Mexican.
Hey, I know a Mexican Jew.
Mexican men
Wait,
short.
I hear you, but they Catholic. They Catholic.
Most Mexican men short.
Sorry?
Is the most Mexican men short?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna say all.
So the
I saw a lot of them.
But they have,
Guatemalans and Nicaraguans and Hondurans.
you say Nicaraguans?
Nicaraguans.
You seen some tall Mexicans?
Yeah, some tall Mexican. What is wrong with you?
No, them
I ain't never seen
Amazonians.
no
They in the
tall
Amazon.
Mexican.
They
I
from the
always seen
Amazon.
short
So
Mexican.
DC, let me ask you this now.
I'm just saying it. I never seen a tall Mexican.
They be out there, they down.
What? I have not.
They playing a little Mexican
Man, you
NBA.
got some 7 foot Mexicans.
What?
No.
They're only 6 feet tall, but 7 feet in Mexico.
All right.
I ain't never seen no tall Mexican.
Well, yeah,
so
it's some
DC,
tall Mexicans.
Right.
Let me ask you this: Do you remember the 1970 Kent State shooting and all that?
Yeah.
So, do you think they were trying to avoid something like that? That's why they're being so kind to the white people.
No, they don't care. It's just like a
Tim
protection.
Young, because you is not Tim
So
Black
you're
right
talking
now.
about white people now. You're talking about the Jews and
Well, in 1970, during the Vietnam War, Kent State was
I
shot
remember
up by a
that
bunch
big
of police
shot.
officers.
Right.
4 kids were killed, and somebody ended up being paralyzed.
4 black kids, white kids.
White kids.
it's white kids.
White kids. These are all white people that were
Just
shot.
4 of them?
Just 4, Weightball. I was thinking.
Just 4.
God damn.
Just 4.
I was maybe suggesting they didn't want to have a remake or something like that. They were trying to watch out, not have one of these
Well,
situations.
I think it was more influenced by the insurrection. And they like, nah. They like, they ain't gonna do nothing to us. So you let Black Lives Matter go out and raise all that hell.
I just think what separates, whether it be the white supremacy behind the scenes or whatever the Jews' agenda are, that we as a people, as black people, we're just not gonna just go as hard and as low. Like when the insurrection happened, a cop got killed, and the Blue Lives Matter crowd was quiet. Because why? That cop got in the way of the true agenda, which is us taking over, us being in charge, and y'all being back to subservient. And even right now, it throws me off when they go, "Oh, well, you're anti-Semitic," When we as Christians, if you read the Bible, and that's why I sent you that verse today in Isaiah 10. I don't know if you got a chance to read it. Just go read Isaiah 10. Just go read Isaiah 10, and it tells you like when Jews or the Israelites get out of hand, what God says He's gonna do. I ain't gonna say I'm about to do it, and the Jews act like, well, we can't be punished. We're under this, but if you go read the book and you but believe in God, what God Himself said He's gonna do, He even says, "I'm gonna take your money." He's very detailed in Isaiah chapter 10.
Jew?
No, yeah, God said.
I don't know why
Jews.
black people mad at Jews for being rich.
Isn't God a Jew?
I'm just saying when they step out
Jesus
of
is a
line,
Jew.
these are the things they're doing, and we act like the Jews cannot make mistakes, and maybe they are making a mistake by attacking Palestine this time. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but maybe this time they are in the
I don't
wrong.
know enough about it.
That's what I'm saying. But then maybe they are in the wrong.
However, I always have said, it seems to me that the Jewish plight and black folk plight in America has been similar. So I've never understood the rift between Jews and black folk.
Have you
other
ever seen a
than-
dog sick on a Jew man? I ain't never
Have
seen
ever
no
seen
dog
what?
sick on no Jew man.
I ain't heard a Jew argue our point for
Have you ever
reparations.
seen a dog being
Well,
sick dog
I
on
ain't
the
saying
Jew
them
man?
hose down in the streets.
But they got the
I
reparations.
ain't never seen a Jew hang from
I
a tree.
said the other day.
Ever.
That's what I said a few minutes ago. I said, where are the German shepherds? Did you remember I said that?
Yeah, I heard you. I
But
heard
you
you
keep
loud
on
and
saying
clear.
this same plight. I'm sorry.
They were behind the house.
We probably be getting checks from them Jewish people. I apologize, DC. Let me redact that statement.
Oh, well, I'm not anti
Well, we don't do it for the
anything.
money now.
I'm
We
not
gotta still be who we are.
anti-Jew
Don't
or anything.
let's not be that group that sell out for the money.
I'm questioning I don't totally understand. I do and I don't. I understand why 1,500 people out there have been arrested. They violently attacking the police, and ain't nobody been shot. But Dexter Reed, like I said, week before last,
A traffic
pulled
stop.
over in Chicago talking about he didn't have his seatbelt on right, and they shot at him 96 times. Now I've watched these protests,
Do so
USC,
much.
Columbia, and they are literally. I saw them knock the shit out of some of them police. And they
I'm
ain't
telling you,
doing
it's an
shit.
understanding, man.
And it's clearly a violent
Right.
mob type.
And you don't
no
know-
German shepherds, no water.
understand.
You don't know who my dad is.
But
Yeah.
you know what they do have though?
What the hell?
They got CNN and all these cameras watching them right now.
You had all them watching.
all that when they was watching
I wasn't
us.
at
They
the
didn't care.
civil rights marches. I'm just
Right,
shit I've
but
seen on
I'm
the
saying,
news.
but now it's more of a liability than it used to. It's more of a liability than what it used to
Yeah,
be.
and everybody got their phones out.
Right.
That's how one lady, she had phone in her hand, stick in the other hand. She whipping police ass. Whop, whop. And she taping it.
Yeah,
Whop,
yeah,
whop,
TikTok.
whop. And he just backed up.
I'm still there. They still like
So they
an
have
understood
restraint for
form of
certain.
protection.
For certain groups of people.
Next time we
And it's
decide
not that we want. It's not.
Bomb, gas.
It's not that we want another race of people to be attacked. We just saying, can you show the
I
same
don't.
kind of restraint? Well, I'm just saying, can you show the same kind of restraint when it comes to us? Because
It's
it's
not gonna
obvious you
happen.
can show restraint.
I
It's not
think
gonna happen.
next time we decide to protest as black people, we should all go in white face. And then we should all wear name tags with Jewish names. Like I'll be Goldstein, you could be Schwartz.
I'll be Weinstein.
He could be-
No, not Weinstein.
Right, well,
I'm
yeah, you
staying
can be
in my house.
Weinstein, you can be Weinstein. you gonna need some
Staying in my
extra
house.
makeup though to go white face.
I'll
You gonna
be-
need extra makeup, Tim. You
I'll
ain't
be
gonna-
Kravis or Jones, like a
Oh,
Quincy
man.
Jones.
I'll be in the house.
Now, do you think that everybody's protesting? Do you think do protests work?
Yes.
Did
if you-
Black Lives Matter
if you
work?
hit them
But
if you hit
definitely get you the
economically,
attention now.
yeah.
I mean, they
It's
sold a
working
lot
with
of
Black
t-shirts.
Lives Matter. Wasn't none of them niggas trying to go to jail because they've been before and they had
Third strike. I can't get that third strike.
I just, and for me, the protesting and boycotting stuff, to me, just kind of lose its potency because I've actually heard a celebrity, and I'm not going to call her name because I like her, But she was
Call it
like,
in.
I can't wait until we finish this boycott so I can go back and buy my Gucci. Well, what's the purpose of the boycott then? You said so I just
Buy
to
the Gucci
me,
now.
It kind of
Louis
loses a
Vuitton.
little of the potency when you because they know we're gonna come back. All they have to do is
Wait us out.
a nice little design, a couple of little bling blings, so
Wait us
we'll be
out.
back.
Or find one of
And
us
just
and
think-
give them more airtime. Give them more airtime as the spokesperson for us overall, as if they're on their side, agreeing with them, versus really the majority and giving our voices the ones who totally against it. They won't find like a DC or somebody like that to really put them on and give them the voice that needs to be heard. They'll find somebody else like a Candace Owens.
What was
to
that
have them
DC
speaking for
part
them.
again?
Well, you speak out, you stand on, stand for our race. You know what I'm saying? You don't.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. That's what I meant. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you
stand
would let Gucci
This guy.
sponsor this show, wouldn't you?
Oh, hell yeah.
And I would wear it if I have to, Gucci.
Oh, look how quick they done sold out. Hey, the check.
We some
don't say
selling out.
long.
We some selling out
Let me
people
just
now.
go
We
get
some
spaghetti
selling
for
out people.
everybody and say, okay, for all these
Gucci,
Italians and stuff.
Gucci, Louis Vuitton.
We some
Come on.
selling out people.
we just
Especially if
bullshit about
Gucci
this race shit.
do a unit, I'd definitely be doing it.
Hell no.
And just think, 30 years ago this month was when Nelson Mandela became president of South Africa.
Yes.
So racism ain't nothing new. It's all over the world, man. The reason this one has been so interesting is because generally in America in particular, when we talk about race, you think about skin color. And this is, for all practical purposes, white on white.
It's kind of
But racism.
the reason I forgot about that whole Ukraine Russia thing.
You what's going
But
on?
why you don't hear
Exactly.
How do they know? I guess they have to look at what they got on to tell who's a Ukrainian, who's a Russian, because they all look the same. I mean, they say that about us, but
But you don't hear about race in Canada.
Well, we
for some
do got
reason.
shades,
Seem
though.
like Canada.
you don't hear about race.
You don't hear
No,
about
them
race in Canada.
Canadians
black.
racist too.
What?
Racist
That's
too.
been
Who?
some time.
Drake and shit?
They just as
Oh,
I said
Ukraine?
Canadian.
Oh,
I ain't say
Canadian.
Ukrainian. I don't know no
you be over
Ukrainian.
there, on your brother's ticket.
In Drake's
That doesn't mean I can't experience racism.
He ain't black,
Ain't
bro.
nobody discriminating you.
I think racism is all just
Ain't
everywhere.
nobody bother us.
Racism is
Thank
everywhere.
you. So I don't know. I don't. It just seems to me, Canada has a kind of good lock on this racism thing.
They're very
So they
nice
don't really
people.
talk
They're
about
very
it.
nice people.
Yeah, that's my experience.
Canadian?
Yeah.
Well, the ones you
Bo
met.
P said, "Let him turn the other cheek."
Well,
Both
Canadian.
P,
Sometime.
speaking of our sick and shut in,
Hey, Bo P.
Bo P.
Take Bo P some
We didn't hear
ribs.
from you last week, Bo P. Hope you're all right. His hip gone out. Hip bone connected.
But they
to
just
the shoulder
declassified the
the hip-
weed, I heard.
the hip-
So
his arm.
Bo P
Broke
gonna be
his-
all
broke
right
his thigh.
shortly. They made weed legal or something. They say they declassified it. So
Well, they
Bo P gonna be all right.
Yeah, get you a
He
couple of
gonna
that.
get
Yeah,
some
get some
at
good
the house of
drugs.
medicine.
So what's going on with Tom Joyner? Because one of our viewers keep asking for you to talk about the Tom Joyner. So what's going on with that? DC?
The cruise, the Fantastic Voyage cruise going on. But I was in Florida somewhere a month or two ago, and I talked to Tom, and he said this is the last one he's doing.
He's still alive.
And oh, he lied. Tom Pimpalicious, man. I'm gonna show you a picture. We'll see if you can put it on after this segment. But Tom,
He got him the Gucci outfit.
He's in
You know what
wheelchair,
Gucci is,
Gucci
yeah.
down.
Yeah, he got a
this
Gucci
bad
outfit
at
on.
wheelchair you have seen your.
I got a
heard his
wheelchair, got some
bad.
dings on it. You see
Yeah,
that
his
wheelchair?
wheelchair bad.
Man, it got bling bling. He got diamonds on the wheels.
I heard his wheelchair bad. I heard it's
I'm not
bad.
exaggerating, man. All of you talking about Gucci. All the upholstery is Gucci. Is it Gucci or Louis Vuitton? All the upholstery Gucci, Louis Vuitton.
It was Gucci. The whole this whole
Gucci's
outfit.
become a household
It
name.
smell like
And
piss.
man,
Ooh, I ain't say that, Mr. Tom Joyner. I'm not even laughing, Mr. Tom Joyner.
I'm just imagining what most
I'm not
wheelchairs
even
smell like.
laughing, Mr. Tom
Most
Joyner.
wheelchairs got a little pissy smell.
I'm not even laughing, Mr. Tom Joyner. That's
Don't
him.
smell
I promise they gonna
It's all
call
over that
they gonna
Louis.
call you. They say slap the one with the Cardinal shirt on.
That's
Just slap
him.
him.
That's
Dog was
him.
so clean, man. I said, man.
Yeah, he was on
I
that song.
told Tom, I said,
Yeah, you know.
you the dopest handicapped man I ever seen in my life.
You did not tell me that.
Yes, I did.
I
Yeah.
know DC said.
Yeah, you know Tom Joyner is a
He
black
said it.
icon. You know what you just did? People are coming for you, bro.
So I don't know what they wanted to say about the Fantastic Voyage, but he told me anyway. He told me this was the last one. He said, this is it. But it's a party, boy. I've been on several cruises. I've done 4 or 5 with Tom, but that Tom Joyner cruise, it ain't nothing like it, boy. It ain't nothing like it, man. I've been on other cruises where they had 1, maybe 2 shows a day. Tom Joyner cruise 7, 8 shows a day.
What?
All day, all night.
Getting it in.
Charlie Wilson used to go up every night about 3 in the morning and be up till 6. And then Charlie Wilson show go to breakfast.
Getting in.
I'm talking about, man, all day long, 7 or 8 shows a day.
I'm mad that I didn't. I was like, man, why we had to go on a cruise then? I wanted to go on
Somebody's
his
going to
cruise.
pick up the concept though, and take and keep
I
it
hope he
going.
I don't know if they can get it up hype like Tom had. Tom had that, man. Because he would have the whole ship. I've been on cruises where they had half of the ship and then some other people had it. Tom had the whole ship. The whole
Somebody's
ship.
gonna get it.
5,000 brothers and sisters just.
Somebody
So,
gonna get
so
up
here's
and
my
what?
question,
Party.
DC, because celebrities are people too, and of course, when you're on the
Not
ship,
really.
celebrities want people want to take pictures and stuff. So, how does that work? Are you on all day, or do you just retire to your room when you don't want to be out?
Well, you know me.
Or did he have a talk with
I'm
you guys?
very regular. You don't talk to me. About something like that. Yeah.
No.
But I will tell you, my most peaceful time, me and some of the other guys that were on there performing would meet over at the pool about 6 o'clock in the morning. And from 6 to 8, wouldn't hire nobody out there. And we'd smoke cigars and drink. 6 o'clock in the morning, we drink. And eat breakfast. But now, you're right, it is something. They out there, you out there 5,000, 6,000 brothers and sisters. And that's 5,000, 6,000 cameras, and it was something. But as
Debauchery at its
I've
finest.
told my young brothers in the business, Tim, Weightball, you cannot have the blessing of fame without the burden of fame.
Talk to him.
So I don't be tripping when people. Sometimes, if I'm in a hurry, I'm just in a hurry. But
Yeah.
for the most part, you just deal with it because you cannot have the blessing of fame. It's a blessing. You cannot have the blessing of fame without the burden of fame. And it works both ways. We'll be back. You're listening to DisRace.